What's up, guys? MXB Vibes here. Me and my buddy Pablo here. Say what's up, Pablo. Just chilling right now. Christmas is tomorrow, or Xmas, whatever. Just chilling. I'm gonna play some music that I just vibe with. Probably could get me copyrighted because it's actually licensed music, but who cares? I'm just vibing out. Um, yeah, man. Just it's been a great day. Honestly, it's been pretty calm. It's been a pretty cool day. Pretty calm, smooth. Conversely, if you compare it to how I felt yesterday, so I feel really, really good, really optimistic about not just the past but the future as well, and trying to stay in, the moment and really practice mindfulness and be able to observe in the moment. And it's a harder thing to do sometimes because our sense of self, our sense of personality is like so strong. Our personhood, our identity to personhood is so strong that sometimes we can't separate the two from like being in person, right? We think it's the same thing, and we feel like we can't get to the core of it, right? And it's just really like it's staying aware as long as you can. That's really how I break it down. It's really like staying aware as much as you can. That self awareness, which is just essentially to me being cognitive of an other, right? Other meaning being or true being. I think is like awareness. Because if you are awakened or aware of your true being and the space that you take up, you're able to recognize that, then I think you're definitely on the path of awareness. I don't think awareness is something that you have to find. I don't think you can like awareness is something that you just stumble upon or it just happens. But yeah, let's uh, let me not theorize too much. Let's play some music. All right. What's up, guys? Just chilling. Xmas tomorrow.
The money don't really make me whole. The magazine covers drenched in gold. The dreams of being ancient and happy. The little things I need to save my soul. I know the money don't really make me whole. The magazine covers drenched in gold. The dreams of being ancient and happy. The little things I need to save my soul. What am I, gypsy rap? Gypsy need her dollar back and all of that. My dad was only closer when I call him back. Liquor in the limelight, lick her in
Please, brother, pretty please for the cherry on top, King. The weather cold, the weather so chill, chilly, really bring a feather roll. Cause I'm sipping pro, yeah, that methods bro. Promethazine, yeah, stepping stone. Oh, they yanking up, get your weapons wrong. They only killing time, another second gone. I heard your man at home, now you melatonin, but you acting young. Okay, she did to me, though. Look up my energy, yo. Every time they spend it on something, I got them memories of us. And now we industry, yo. They making enemies, yo. I mean, the times being above, they bring the synergy from us. Visit it to me, yo. You my senorita. Baby, though, I'll be there either way you need the reason. I ain't talking about MasterCards, debit cards, either. Credit charge, current the fraud, margaritas. Yeah, she got a man on me. Yeah, you didn't want to lay your hands on me. Yeah, you should see.
One second. So I just felt like, yeah, I just felt like reading some philosophy just for a second. It's kind of random, but I wanted to read book one of Marcus Aurelius' Meditations. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, just for a second. I want to read book one. So basically, these meditations are, if you haven't read this book, meditations to himself to keep him a noble, a stoic, a king, a you know non piety, but piety in general. Um, it's just this avant-garde type of figure. But like these meditations are things to keep him grounded and humble. All right, what's up, man? Yeah, I want to read book one of Marcus Aurelius. It says, from my grandfather, Verus, decency and a mild temper, from what they say and I remember of my natural father, integrity and manliness. From my mother, piety, generosity, the avoidance of wrongdoing, and even the thought of it, also simplicity of living, well clear of the habits of the rich. From my great grandfather, not to have attended schools for the public, to have had good teachers at home, and to realize that this is this sort of thing on which one should spend lavishly. From my tutor, not to become a green or blue supporter at the races or side with the lights or heavies in the amphitheater, to tolerate pain and feel few needs, to work with my own hands and mind my own business, to be deaf to malicious gossip. That's a heavy one. From Diognetus, to avoid empty enthusiasms, to disbelieve all that is talked by miracle mongers and quacks about incantations, exorcism, or demons, and the like, not to hold quail fights or to be excited by such sports, to tolerate plain speaking, to have an affinity for philosophy, and to attend the lectures first of Bacchius, then of Tendesis and Marcianus, to write essays from a young age, to love the camp bed, the hide blanket, and all that's involved in the Greek training. Man, from, I think it's got like, okay, it's not too long. From Rusticus, to grasp the idea of wanting correction and treatment for my character, not to be diverted into a taste for rhetoric. So, not writing up my own speculations, delivering my own little more sermons, or presenting a glorified picture of the aesthetic or the philanthropist. To keep clear of speechifying, versifying, and pretentious language, not to walk around at home in ceremonial dress or do anything else like that. To write letters in an unaffected style, like his own letter written to my mother from Sanusa, to be readily called to conciliation with those who have taken or given offense, just as soon as they themselves are willing to turn back. To read carefully, not satisfied with my own superficial thoughts, or quick to accept the facile views of others. To have encountered the discourses of Epictetus, to which he introduced me with his own copy. Man. Very thought-provoking. Just a couple more. From Apollonius, I probably said that wrong. Moral freedom, the certainty to ignore the dice of fortune. Right. Moral freedom, the certainty to ignore the dice of fortune and have no other perspective, even for a moment, than that of reason alone. To be always the same man, unchanged in sudden pain, in the loss of a child, in lingering sickness, to see clearly in his living example that a man can combine intensity and relaxation. Not to be impatient in explanation, the observance of a man who clearly regarded as the least of his gifts his experience and skill in communicating his philosophical insights. The lesson of how to take apparent favors from one's friends, neither compromised by them nor insensitive in their rejection. Ooh, I'm gonna read that again because that hit a bit different. Moral freedom, the certainty to ignore the dice of fortune and have no other perspective, even for a moment, than that of reason alone. To be always the same man, unchanged in sudden pain, even in the loss of a child and lingering sickness, to see clearly in his living example that a man can combine intensity and relaxation. Not to be impatient in explanation, the observance of a man who clearly regarded as the least of his gifts gives his experience and skill in communicating his philosophical thoughts. The lesson of how to take apparent favors from one's friends, neither compromised by them or insensitive in their rejection. That's okay. I'm gonna keep going. Two more because these last two are pretty long. So, but okay, yeah, I'm just gonna read 1.5 more pages from Sextus. A kindly disposition and the pattern of a household governed by the pater familias, the concept of life lived according to nature, and unaffected dignity, intuitive concern for his friends, tolerance both of ordinary people and of the emptily opinionated, and agreeable manner with all, so that the pleasure of his conversation was greater than any flattery. Mm. And his very presence brought him the highest respect from all the company, certainty of grasp and method in the discovery of organization of the essential principles of life, never to give the impression of anger or any other passion, but to combine complete freedom from passion with the greatest human affection, to praise without fanfare, and to wear great learning lightly. There's only one thing that I would slightly disagree in this path, in this part of the letter. Okay, so I can see where he's coming from, where he says about not showing, being intuitive and having tolerance for people and the emptily opinionated. Like I get that, and I get the conversation greater than flattery. But when he says never to give the impression of anger or any other passion, but to combine complete freedom from passion with the greatest human affection, to praise without fanfare, just that part of never to give the impression of anger or other passion. I think yes and no. Like I think there's obviously a place and a time to allow your emotions to run through. Uh, of course, anger is seen as a you know bad thing, but anger in itself is not a book. Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, the ones he wrote to himself. Um, I don't think anger in itself is a bad emotion per se. I think it's more how you use anger, because you can use anger in a moralizing, productive, you know, it can be converted or transmuted, right? Your energy, your anger can be transmuted into something else. I think it can be. And so I get it where it's coming from, but like sometimes you're gonna show anger. And because we're human, we have emotions, and so we're gonna show anger. It's just about observing. It's about becoming, of course, more controlled with the anger. So like you notice your triggers, you notice what sets you off, what's about to set you off, what's a non-negotiable. Just when you observe, you can find all those things of okay, well, I know I just got pissed because somebody questioned my judgment, or I know when somebody start talking about this subject, I get a little triggered and I kind of want to like fight. Well, when you start to observe your emotions, observe when you're acting a certain way, then that's when I think you get awareness. You get awareness, and it comes in an organic way, right? Because again, awareness is not something you have to chase. It's not something that you have to go out and find. You just you understand your energy and how you take up space and how you move and the way that your signal or frequency is, I would say. But going back to the book, I do want to read just a couple more paragraphs, and yeah, just So these are the letters that he's getting. Each letter is from a certain king or a good friend of his or someone that was important in his life, other kingdoms, and he's basically, which is brilliant. I think he's basically saying, I got this nugget from him, I got this nugget from them, I got this nugget from my dad, and it's like this bunch of like nuggets that he's learned from every single person he can think of, and that's why I think it makes it so good is because even if it's not 100% translated correctly, it still is like good wisdom in it. You know, every time I read it, I gain that much more insight, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, from Alexander the grammarian, not to leap on mistakes or captiously interrupt when anyone makes an error or vocabulary, syntax, or pronunciation, but neatly to introduce the correct form of that particular expression by the way of answer, confirmation, or discussion of the matter itself rather than its phrasing, or by some other such fallacious prompting. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. From Fronto, to understand the effect of suspicion, caprice, and hypocrisy in the exercise of absolute rule, and that for the most part, these people were called patricians or somewhat short of human affection. Let's read that one again. To understand the effect of suspicion, caprice, and hypocrisy in the exercise of absolute rule, and that for the most part, these people were called patricians are somewhat short of human affection. Okay, okay. Let's keep going. It's three more. It's just three more. From Alexander the Platonist, rarely and never without essential cause, to say or write to anyone that I am too busy, nor to use a similar excuse, advancing pressure of circumstances and constant avoidance of the proprieties inherent in our relations to our fellows and contemporaries. Never to write to anyone I'm too busy, nor to use a similar excuse, advancing pressure of circumstances. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. Okay. From Catullus, not to spurn a friend's criticism, even if it may be an unreasonable complaint, but to try to restore his usual feelings, to speak of one's teachers with wholehearted gratitude, as is recorded of Demetrius and Athenodotus, and a genuine love for children. Spurn a friend's criticism, even if it may be an unreasonable complaint, but to try to restore his usual feelings, to speak of one's teachers with wholehearted gratitude, as is recorded of Demetrius and Athenodotus, and a genuine love for children. Okay, two more. From Cerberus, love of family, love of truth, love of justice, to have come by his help to understand Thersia, Helvidius, Cato, Dio, Brutus, to have conceived the idea of a balanced constitution, a commonwealth based on equality and freedom of speech, and of a monarchy which values above all the liberty of the subject, from him to a constant and vigorous respect for philosophy, unsisting generosity, optimism, his confidence in the affection of his friends, his frankness with those who met with his sincere and open likes and dislikes, so that his friends did not need to guess at his wishes. Let's roll that back a little bit slower. love of family, love of truth, love of justice, to have come by his help to understand. Thracia, Helvidius, Cato, Dio, Brutus, to have conceived the idea of a balanced constitution, a commonwealth based on equality and freedom of speech, and of a monarchy which values above all liberty of the subject. From him too, a constant and vigorous respect for philosophy, unsisting, unstinting generosity, optimism, his confidence in the affection of his friends, his frankness with those who met with his sincere and open likes and dislikes, so that his friends did not need to guess at his wishes. Last one, last one. From Maximus, self mastery, immune to any passing whim. Let me get some water. From Maximus, self mastery, immune to any passing whim, good cheer in all circumstances, including illness, a nice balance. I'm gonna slow down. Self mastery, immune to any passing whim, good cheer in all circumstances, including illness, a nice balance of character, both gentle and dignified, and uncomplaining, and uncomplaining energy for what needs to be done. The trust he inspired in everyone that he meant what he said and was well intentioned in all that he did, proof against surprise or panic, and nothing either hurried or hesitant, never short of resource, never downcast or cringing, or on the other hand, angry or suspicious, generosity and good works, and a forgiving and truthful nature. The impression he gave of undeviating rectitude as a path chosen rather than enforced. The fact that no one would ever have thought himself belittled by him or presumed to consider himself superior to him, and a pleasant humor. Wow. Okay. Ooh. I'll be remiss if I didn't read his last one, which is from his father. Like he kept his father for last. I gotta read this one. Like it's a little long, but it's from his father. So like this is probably his most important one. Probably. From my father. Gentleness and an immovable adherence to decisions made after full consideration. No vain taste for so called honors, stamina, and perseverance, a ready ear for anyone with a proposal for the common good, to reward impartially, giving everyone their due, experience of where to tighten, where to relax, putting a stop to homosexual love of young men, a common courtesy. I was not expecting that. That just threw me off. I'm sorry. A common courtesy, excusing his court from constant attendance at dinner with him and the obligation to accompany him out of town. And those kept away by some other commitment always found him no different towards them, focused and persistent in deliberation and counsel, never satisfied with first impressions and leaving a question prematurely. The concern to keep his friends with no extremes of favoritism, his own master in all things, and serene with it, foresight for the longer issues, and in fussy control of the least detail. The check he put in his ring on acclamations and all forms of flattery, his constant watch on the needs of the empire, his stewardship of its resources, and his tolerance of some people's criticism in this area. No superstitious fear of the gods, nor with men any populism or obsequious courting of the mob, but a sober steadfastness in all things. and nowhere any vulgar or newfangled taste. Hmm. It's a lot more of it. That's all I wanted to read. Yeah. I don't know if you, sorry, I don't know if you heard all of that, but do you have any questions about that before I go back to the music? Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the music. I think my TV just turned off. Wait 1 second. Do I identify as a stoic in that way? It's loaded. That's a loaded question because for some simplistic answer, I'll say yes. In some ways, I do align with some Stoic principles, and I am also aware that philosophy is not a perfect uh, diagram or like it's not perfect for the way we are. And I don't know. I think you can go down the philosophy hole if that makes sense. You know, like I think it worked for them. I'm not saying it could not work for us. Of course, there's a reason why it's popular thousands of years after, you know what I mean? After they, you know, more than thousands, but you know. So it's like, yes, you can believe in the philosophy, but it's only going to take you so far. Like you have to, at some point, you have to have like self realizations, right? Um, you have your own epiphanies, your own view on life, and like you don't like a book. I don't know. It can't be really explained even in a book. So this philosophy is nice. You know, it does help keep me stoic. Right. There's a lot of there's a lot of things that we kind of get thrown at, or they throw these things at us. I'm not saying a specific organization or the government or something specific, but just in general, there are things that are, you know, bred in us, or more so since we were younger, we were taught to do X, Y, and Z. And I just think that when you get older, you start to question more things, and then that's where like the self actualization comes in. You start to really, you have your own experience. You know, I can't really explain it because it's being it's a it feels so like life is nothing is life is just perspectival. Like if you really, not to get too theoretical, but like if you really think about it, life is perspectival. There's like truth is truth with a capital T. But like you think about people's opinions and like what is an opinion? You know, I'm just breaking it down. I'm trying to like what's an opinion, right? I don't know. It's about I'm not saying I'm perfect at it, but you know, we go into the next year, 2024. I'm not speaking for myself. Well, I'm gonna speak for myself. You get to a point where you have to just live your life, and right, right. That's a good quote. We exist in the imagination of ourselves. That's very much true. I do think I do think our personality, right? I do think our personality is a projection of our mind, our projection of our ego, what we who we think we are, right? Which is why I always say we're more than skin color, race, age. like gender. We're like, I feel like we're way past that. But I think sometimes we get stuck on those things. We get stuck on the race. We get stuck on the body weight. If this person's big or skinny or fat. I don't know. I feel like we could be transcending all of that. You know, like who cares? I don't know. Not like who cares, obviously, because it's important to um, classify yourself or belong to a certain group. But that's why I played around with that question: would aliens want to be friends with us? I've been really pondering that, and I don't. I just don't think they would, because I can't think like an alien, obviously. But do you want to be friends with half the people that you know or have seen? You know, think about it. Like, what would an alien be friends with us for? Because we're alien to them. So I guess if they were smarter than us, then they find us to be like just dumb sentient beings, dumb or ignorant, just not knowing the stuff that they can do. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot that and look that up. That sounds very interesting. Uh, but those certain, I guess, things, labels, places, ideas, projections. Wait, what did he say? Wait, what? Hold up. It went away so quickly. Hold up. I'll have to check later. Um, he said for the beans, I don't know what they would do. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right, man. Yeah, yeah. True, true. Although I still don't, like I said the other day, I still don't think the concept of aliens or what we think they would be or really are. Like, do we really come from the Anunnakis back in Mesopotamia? Do we like come from the actual like lizard people? Like, is that just all theory? Is that all speculation? Is that all? Uh, ha ha ha. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I get it now. That's funny. Like, what if aliens look like us? Like, think about this idea. What if aliens were smart enough where they had like a, I don't know what you call this device. I, I'm not sure of its name, but just like a copier device where like they could come right in your house and then just scan you. I appreciate the kind words, man. I really do. I do. All in good time, man. It's okay. I appreciate you guys for being here. It's part of the journey. But I appreciate you, man. I really do. But think about for a second, right? And maybe it's on Rick and Morty. I don't know where I'm getting this idea, but think about if aliens could like come down and have a copier. I think it is Rick and Morty, but they could just copy us, like boom, just like that, and have like be a second version of us, but like on some Megan movie type shit, where like you can buy this like almost robot like shit, but it can scan copy you, so you can like get a clone essentially. The aliens can make you a clone. Hmm, that'd be interesting. Then we can control the clone, but the clone gets like super conscious, and then like on some mega type shit, it just all of a sudden it's like I'm the new you, like you no longer you. You're me, but I'm me. You know what I'm saying? Like they get, you know what I'm talking about. They just get super conscious and aware, and it's like now we trapped in our homes, like our iRobot type shit. Can't leave the house. Now that would be some shit I can see aliens doing. Now that would be scary. That's a scary scenario. Be honest, it's not a bright ending. I don't think so. I mean, if Will Smith could do it, why did these comments go away so quickly? Wait. Oh, okay, okay, okay. There we go. I didn't have my live chat on for some reason. Ooh, see, that's even a crazy idea. We'd be like telling our secrets to people we think that we know, i.e., parents, friends, whoever, and then turn out they're the actual clone. Mm. But then the clone get the clone gets conscious because it happens. The clone is gonna get conscious, and then now it's like they're gonna find some way to manipulate it to where now they saying this information when you know what I mean. It's gonna be like I don't know. That'd be crazy, dude. Bro is coughing his lungs out. Is he okay? Pablo just over there chilling, bro. He been chilling the whole time. Oh, look at him sleep. Too cute. Anything planned for tomorrow? Hmm. So I actually went home for Thanksgiving. So my family was like, "Oh, are you gonna pop up on us on Christmas?" I'm like, "No, I'm actually not going home." I'm from Louisiana, which is my home is like 8 hours away. That might be too personal, but whatever. My home is like 8 hours away. And so yeah, I go this sparingly unless I'm flying, which I did last time. But anything for tomorrow, no. Well, yes. In the evening, I am. I need to cook some food tonight. I need to make vegan, uh, some vegan potato salad. Yeah, say to make some vegan potato salad. Uh, I store bought because I don't know how to make it by hand. I store bought a sweet potato pie, and then we're gonna have some vegan mac and cheese, and then some stir fry. What I like to cook? It's a good question. I feel like since I've been down here, my taste buds have really changed because I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty hard to eat out here. Uh, this is not like I'm in Denver or Chicago or New York or LA or Miami. I'm in West Texas, and there's not a lot of variety. That's the toughest thing I deal with is variety. It's not many food choices other than me either making my food or maybe I can find some veggie ramen, which I like going to because there's a couple of those spots. Um, so most things I kind of do have to try to cook and be creative because it's just not much variety. And even I've been down here, and even the vegan items are like Panda Express, right? Even though it's not the best, like might get that option if I'm eating out, right? Those have gone off the menu. Jason Deli, those have gone off the menu. Like vegan chili, just went off, right? So it's just a little bit harder. But I want the preference with that. So things I cook lately, I've I've cooked a lot of vegan taco soup, which has been great, really really great. I usually will cook it. I say year round at least once. I don't blame you, brother. Like that's yeah. I think I found out the other day that we have I want to say an Asian market. I think. I think I found that out. I need to retrace my steps back on my camera roll, but I think we have an Asian market. If we got an Asian market, I'm gonna be good. Like, I'll be good. Yeah, I'll be pretty good. So I do eat a lot of tofu. Um, when I do cook, like, so let me say this. I know somebody's gonna say it's technically not vegan, but again, I do not. I don't go off those labels, so I'm saying vegan in this context. I don't. I'm not hardcore where like okay, you can't wear leather or because vegan is a lifestyle. It's not just eating habits. But with that being said, I eat a lot of tofu, and then I'll cook egg white omelets. So right, so I try to get most of my protein like one meal. So I cook like I have some rice on the side or some type of grain, maybe some quinoa or some couscous or maybe some wild jasmine, but some type of carb on the side because again, carbs do not make you fat. Fat makes you fat. Um, Complex carbs don't. Simple carbs, yes. So I have that rice, I have that grain on the side, and then I cook the egg white omelet, throw on the tofu, mushroom, spinach, tomatoes, onions, bell pepper. All right, I eat that. Sometimes I have some beans on the side, like some like black beans or something. But that's around time to lunchtime. If I'm busy and I gotta go back to work, I'll just go and get like a potato, avocado, and bean burrito. Something quick where I can just burrito's not the healthiest because it's not a corn tortilla, but it's still you know decent enough where I can get my calories in, or I go to Chipotle. But I used to cook some. Last week I cooked some spinach, spinach mushroom pasta with this very very good tomato sauce I found. I don't remember the name of it. I might still have some in my refrigerator. Right, some beans on the side. You're right, exactly, exactly. Yeah, some beans on the side, and what else? Let's see, Chipotle. Oh yeah, I had the pasta, the spinach, and the vegetarian, vegan. It goes back and forth. Honestly, no, no. um, I haven't eaten fish, meat, anything like that since 2019. October 20. Yes, it's been 4 years. October 2019. Um, I've had cheese a couple times, but as I'm saying, it goes back and forth because some months I was like, no, I don't want no cheese. I'm trying to cut. I don't want, what I mean? I don't want any dairy, but again, I do the egg whites, but I don't consider that dairy, but whatever. Um, I used to do oat milk. Try to use sprouted bread or wheat bread. I know there's so many people that trying to downplay people when they say like, oh, eating vegan is expensive, and it's like you have to acknowledge that it is. I mean, even if you are vegan, like you can, I don't like when people try to downplay it. Like, no, you can survive on $18 a day, or not. Okay, let me see. Let me go down. Like $10 a day worth of like vegan food, but that's just not a reality. Like, I wouldn't say it's expensive if you like budget for it. I mean, but it can add up. It adds up pretty quickly. Just choosing healthier options adds up very quickly. You saying you don't think it's true that it's expensive? See, I think it depends. Right. I think it also depends on a numerous amount of factors. Well, just a couple of factors. Number one, it depends on what type of vegan food you're buying. If you are getting a lot of refrigerated food, frozen food, stuff like I know because I bought some peanut butter and jelly. It depends on, of course, the brand, right? If you're just buying a regular brand, yeah, but like usually from what I've seen, at least out here, I don't know where anywhere else I've seen out here, it's usually a little bit higher than um, the cheapest brand, usually. But that could just be my own experience. I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it's expensive. I think it's just think how you budget for it. You know, I like to eat, so I do. I'm not. I can't lie. I like to eat. I do. I just like trying new flavor and stuff, and just kind of. A lot of times I be just trying stuff in the kitchen. Like, I feel like that's one way to get better at cooking is just trying stuff. Like I've burnt up a lot of shit, but I've like learned how to perfect it. Like even right, right, all right. I remember we talked about, yeah, yeah. It's like I enjoy eating, so it's like some stuff naturally you're gonna burn up. Like it's okay, right? You just got to keep cooking. You repetitive at it, then it's you're like, okay, well, no, I know I can do it like this, like that. So one thing I haven't touched, one thing I haven't touched is baking. That's one thing well, I've touched it, but I've either burnt something or not kept it in long enough. Like I don't know, maybe I'm impatient when I bake. I don't know. I know you have to be like a patient baker, and I think maybe I get too like anxious about it a little bit. Like too anxious. It's like you know, I don't know. That might sound weird, but this got super quiet in here. Um, any questions? Okay, it's been at 64. Right, right. Precisely, man. Precisely. I hope my mic has sounded better this live stream. I know last stream wasn't the best because I was just having technical difficulties and my microphone was kind of acting a little janky. So, but hopefully this is much better than the last stream. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna put back on some music for a little bit. I don't know what time it is. I do have to wake up early. Probably not gonna go to sleep right now though, cause I'm just not too sleepy. It's only okay. It's only 11. I'll probably stream to like. Well, it depends on what my battery is on. Let me see. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Let's see if my mic is still. But yeah, I'm gonna turn back on the music and probably stream for another like. No, I don't work tomorrow. I don't work tomorrow. But I'm gonna get up and like just clean a little bit. I'm gonna get up and clean a little bit and yes sir, God bless. I'm just gonna like I said, I'm just gonna turn back on the music for probably about another 15 minutes, play three or four more songs, just chill out and then probably in the stream about 11:30. It's about 20 minutes. But if you want to, man, you can stick around. It's up to you. Um, I'm just gonna play some tunes. You don't have to stay, but I appreciate you coming to the live stream. And you know, if you do log off, man, have a Merry Xmas if you celebrate that. If not, then have a good day. That's what I say. Appreciate you. Let me just start it. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Here we go. Here we go. What we doing? All right.
You gon' mention double diamonds in your AP. Drama, 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 drama. Please don't tell my mama I'll be smoking marijuana. Told me not Cardano's getting loose in the Bahamas. Look at me now, I got a bitch, her name is Karma. Karma's moved around, but now I'm calmer. We was on the front line listening to Kendrick Lamar. Still the same now, we just blow that young y'all on the chantas. 24 songs, so just to hang with some coronas. Living in the present, still my future looking sweet. Jodeci and cherry wine, sipping on the arrows free. Please let go of all your troubles whenever you're here with me. Karma. Patience, 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 patience. London born and stay girl to international sensation. Cutting through your sentence, do not need an invitation. Basking in this feeling, if I must say it's amazing, I'm amazing. Bougie, 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 bougie. You made her your everything, but she was just a groupie. I got higher standards, don't waste time trying to question me. You would trade intellect for an artificial beauty. That's goofy, goofy, goofy. Tanisha held you down, but you were Lucy. Now she kicking up with us like Bruce Lee. Okay, if you love me, baby, why'd you want to lose me? Use me, confuse me, accuse me. It's truly a movie.
MXB vibes here, guys. I'm with my boy Pablo. Say what's up, Pablo.
Covered with silver linings. Did your time just tonight about timing. I got lost in it. You got lost in it. You clocked out me
Yeah,
timing.
we just
Lost in
chilling,
it.
just
You
vibing
didn't
out.
need to lead us down. What with it? Who knew it?
Can't
Who knew
sleep,
it? Intoxicated.
so
Intoxicated.
we're just
Intoxicated.
jamming out.
Finally moved on. Now meditating for you. Got my groove on. Meditating too. Creating. Making innovative moves. Listen up, honey. Never had a penny. Now I'm artist slash actor.
On some real shit, I've been thinking about getting some DJ equipment and just. I know I'm in an apartment, but fuck it. I'm thinking about getting some DJ equipment. I don't know. Just with some hobby type shit. What's up, guys? I don't know if it's the same two people, but if not, it's MSB vibes. Just chilling out. 11:32 CT time. My boy Pablo. Oh, yep. Okay. I live in an apartment, and so I try not to be that guy. So I be wary sometimes of like how loud I'm playing my music because I'm like I don't be obnoxiously loud, but at the same time, bro, this is a long ass breakdown right here. So I don't know if you guys know. Well, you probably do. I'm from Louisiana, so I know I'm vibing out, but I'm finna completely change the mood. I'm finna play a little bit of Zydeco music, a little bit of that Louisiana boot scooting, trail riding, horse riding atmosphere. Yeah, just like two songs. That's it. Just so you guys can know a little bit more about me. Okay, seriously, three more songs and I'm out. Just three more. Fuck that. We're gonna go to 12:02 Central Time. We out.
Don't you grow up in a hurry. Your mama be worried. Oh, it was a part of the story. Even the scary nights, thank you for all of the glory. You will be remembered. Oh, thank you to all of the heroes of the night. They gotta repeat the colors. The light is wearing off. Reality is upon us. Colors dripping low. Colors dripping low.
Niggas is savage, niggas is monsters, niggas is pimps, niggas is players. To niggas had daughters, now they precautious. Father forgive me, I'm scared of the karma. Cause now I see women as something to nurture, not something to conquer. I hope she like Nicki, I make her a monster. Now having menages, I'm just being silly, I answer the door like what's with the Martin. Nigga, do we have a problem? Matter of fact, Marlon, this ain't me the Barkers. I beat his ass, pray I beat the charges. No daddy don't play, not when it comes to their daughters. Don't do no yoga, don't do Pilates. Just play piano and stick to karate. I pray your bodies drink more like mine and not like your mommies. Just being salty, but niggas is nuts. And I am a nigga, I know what they want. I pray that you don't get it all at once. Curves under your dress, I know it's pervs. All on the net, all in the comments. You wanna vomit, that's your baby, you love her to death. Now she cut in class and hanging with friends. You break a glass and say it again. She can't comprehend the danger she in. If you whip her ass, she moving with him. But he whip her ass, you go do it again. But how you the devil rebuking the sin? Let's pray we can put this behind us. I swear that these times is the wildest. She got the scars, they serve as reminders. Blood still on her pajamas, but yesterday is dead, yeah. Moment of silence. Next should be off the collars and then at the altar. Cause she know that niggas is savage. Niggas is monsters. Niggas is pimps. Niggas is players. To niggas have daughters. Niggas is pimps. Niggas is players. To niggas have daughters.
Don't you grow up in a hurry. Your mama be worried. Oh, it was a part of the story. Even the scary nights, thank you for all of the glory. You will be remembered. Oh, thank you to all of the heroes of the night. They gotta repeat the colors. The light is wearing off. Reality is upon us. Colors dripping off. Colors dripping off.
I'm saying it like I want a daughter like Nicki. Oh man, I promise I'm gonna turn her to a monster, but no menages. I don't know how you saying it, but let her hear this.
Oh shit. My bad. If you have a song request, you can type it. I'll play it. Can I see your comment? Yeah. Ah, that's crazy. They had to take the Beyonce. I felt it might get copyrighted. That's why I was like, I'm just gonna play it. Wait, did it get copyrighted? Let me see. Hold up. Type type any comment if you can hear me. Okay, I'm gonna keep playing. It's 12:02. I still got 10 minutes. If you can hear me, you can hear me. Okay, cool. No, no, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Sorry, we got 7 more minutes. 7. That's it. this synopsis alone is like, of course, this synopsis is crazy. Whoever wrote this on Alpha Music, bravo, man, because they spit out some interesting vernacular rhetoric. I'm really liking this whimsical alternative. I don't know, like it's so many different styles into one, but it's meshed so well. I like it. Like I hear the rock, I hear the psychedelic part, I hear the got that pop element too. Yeah, man, I like it. I like gorillas. Um, I don't listen to a lot of bands per se. Well, I like Toy Moy. He's I really like him. I like Lil Yachty. I know he's not bands, but what Toy Moy kind of is. You see, I don't really listen to. I would say a lot of. I used to. I would say I used to love Justin Timberlake when he had his band when he released the 2020 Experience. That was some of like the hardest music. That's why I got the vinyl on my wall. But I'll show you at the end of the stream who I got on my wall, like so you can see have a better idea. I got one more song to play though. Before I play that song, I just want to say I really appreciate you, man, for being on the stream. You know, again for a second time. I do, man. I appreciate your input as well. Just always respected, always, you know, really favorite musicians. Ooh, okay, that's a lot of them. Uh, so first off, let's say I like Tyler the Creator. That's obvious. I really like Prince, and that's why I played him. Yeah, man, just kind of take a load off, man. Really like Prince, so I like a little bit of old '70s rock too, like surprisingly Leonard Skinner. Um, really like the Police, you know, UK rock band. Um, the Go Go's. I really like the Go Go's. Yeah, just kind of like a little bit of like pop. No, not pop, but more like kind of some punk, kind of some rock, alternative. I like Don Tolliver. Let me see who else. I like Lake Street Dive. I played them. They're really good. Lake Street Dive. I listen to Lil Uzi, a little bit more of his older hits, some, but mm, ooh, hold on, let me read that again. Ooh, I say, I don't know. Okay, I'm biased because like I listen to a lot of reggae, so I'm biased. I'm gonna pick Sting, but even though he's not like just fully reggae, but you know what I mean. That he's got that sound, so I would say Sting over P Diddy. Yeah, probably so. Okay, so I got like one more song, and I might play like another one, but I know not. Let's get one more song because my phone about to die. Oh, Merry Christmas, by the way. Xmas.
Searching for someone who can share that special love with me. In your eyes, you have that glow. Could it be the face I see on my computer screen? You're a special girl. Here in my computer world. Sexy mamas to cool prima donnas. Share my treasure, oh so rare. See your face I see on my computer screen.
I really got one last one, just one last one. I gotta play. I gotta switch the genre, but one of my, if not my favorite genre. Thank you guys for coming. I'm literally gonna play my last one, and then I'm turning it off because my phone's gonna die. But I appreciate you guys for watching and vibing out with me tonight. It's been that's been great.
Night jogging in Brooklyn, melanin dripping, Nella Wendy, and city girl living in the back, looking like vibe, chili pepper, you robot girl, coughing in imperial leather. He was getting bitter while she was getting better. Down on his arm, forever. Let's see it really young, looking like a gem. Works hard in the week, party on the weekend. Know you wanna live with no watching how you spend. Got a thing for the finer things and the finer men. Miss Tanzania, she a do or die. Says she wanna know about the super
1 second.
we
Yeah,
hit
that was Zap.
Miami once
Yeah, that was
before.
Zap.
Got an ocean full of knowledge, you was scuba dive. Miss Ethiopia can play so jazzy. They sit you down to school, you
I'm
must be
trying to.
happy. Tell them you're nothing without a woman,
eh,
no, no. Woman to woman,
Okay,
I just wanna see you glow.
there we go.
Tell
Yeah.
them what's up. Asian honeys, know you repping for your country. Sun kissing your brown skin, looking like honey. Say she focusing on being in the Calvin. When you have beauty and brains, they find it astounding. Why? She been getting it on her own, nigga. Self-made, let nobody doing gold digger. Now, Miss Olivia always speaks with a test. Got respect from her people, cause she leads from the best. Real life queen in the flesh, know the crown get heavy, still amazing. Brooklyn ladies, know you hustle on the daily. Innovate just like Donna Summer in the 80s. You were trying to see me blow now. Intelligence and elegance show now. Miss Jamaica understand the roots and the soul. She get up in the kitchen and she throw down. Ain't nothing without a woman, no. Woman to woman, I just wanna see you glow. Tell her what's up. She a gonna girl, cold with it, never let the marijuana fail. Though we're sucking for the romance, take you to the homeland. One way, she ain't coming back now. All I see is black stars and I friggin' love it, yeah, yeah. Time's up, tell the people that we coming, yeah, yeah. Done being in the shadow, going public, yeah, yeah. Don't know how to bear it, how to stomach, yeah, yeah. Hand over the shit and let us run it, yeah, yeah. All we know is if we do this, we know it's there, yeah. Ain't nothing without a woman, no. Woman to woman, I just wanna see you glow, glow,
Sometimes, you know, just all the things we want to do, like, move on to things, just all about great things, you know, and how you don't even get the greatest stuff at the time. You don't get to think about a lot of these things. And I think that's just stuff that you thought. So everything that you can sometimes do on the other side. I don't know, it just reminds me to call you, but then you never pick up the
Thank you
phone.
guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you later. Hold up. I'll see you later, guys. I'm out. Thank you, guys. I'll catch you in the next stream. Peace.